Okay, Bismillah. Okay, folks, welcome back. Today we're going to look at factorizing quadratic equations, and also as a bonus, we're looking at solving as well. Factorizing and solving. It's 26th of October 2013. I've been joined here by my student Zishan and Umar. Okay, we have x squared, add 11x plus 24 equals naught. Now this follows the format of a quadratic equation, which is okay. So in a quadratic in a quadratic equation, we have an x squared and its coefficient a. In this case, is 1. We have the x and its coefficient is b, which is 11, and then we have a constant part c, which in this case is plus 24, and we have a y part. So we say really the equation normally is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. That is the standard format of a quadratic equation. So as we can see, everything here matches up. Okay, and the y is nothing. Now, what we're looking for when we try to factorize these top equations, we do not factorize them using common factors as we've done in previous video lessons, where we're looking for, oh, that's current x and that's current x, let's pull the x out. Not that method at all. It's a completely different method. So let's have a look at the method on the side. I'm going to represent my two numbers by two shapes. We are looking for two numbers that multiply to give you the last number. But when you add them up, it gives you the middle number. Okay, hopefully that's in the video nice and clearly. Right, we have 2 minutes left. So let's have a look. So let's look, we need to find what numbers multiply to give us plus 24. Now, and add up to 11. So the numbers that are trying to give us 24, folks, come on, let's go for it. We have 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, okay? So we have those pairs of numbers, they're all the positive pairs. Now, because we got it multiplies to give us a positive number and adds up to give a positive number, we only really need to consider just the positive sets of numbers that multiply to give you 24 positive factors. Okay? So now we're going to look for one of these sets. All of these sets of numbers multiply to give you 24. So all of them satisfy the first condition, which is times 0 to give you 24. But only one of them will satisfy the second condition, where we have to add up to give you the b value, which is 11 plus 11. So let's look through that nice and carefully. Zishan, can you tell me which one of these gives us addition of 11?
3 and 8.
Beautiful. 3 and 8. Okay, 3 and 8. Let's try them and let's test it. Let's test it. We have plus 3 times by plus 8. That will give us an answer of
24.
24. Plus 3 add plus 8 will give us
11.
Beautiful. Now if we have satisfied both conditions, okay? So what we do now, we need to drop them down into a template. So the template looks like this. So all we need to do here, we start off with this template here. We need to just drop them down. Literally just drop them down. Okay? And that's the end of the question. That question has now been factorized properly. That question has now been factorized properly. Now, the next step, which is the solving part, basically means, okay, so we have now factorized the question. How do you check that you factorize it properly? We check that you factorize this question properly by just multiplying it out. So x times by x is?
X squared.
X times by 8 is 8x. Add another 3x will give us our
11x.
And plus 3 times by plus 8 is equal to, as a quick check. Meant to look at it and you can see it. Now, so we can write this down over here now. X plus 3, x plus 8. Okay, so this part here, Umar, has been rewritten as this part.
Yeah.
Copy the equal down, copy the 0 down. When we are solving an equation, we normally say this is equal to naught because we're trying to find out where the graph cuts the x-axis, which is the y equals 0 line. Okay? This is the x-axis, that's what we're trying to find out. Okay? Right, now let's go on to the solving part now. When we want to solve a quadratic equation, we have to make each of these brackets equal to naught. Okay, we can do it the algebraic way or we can do it the quick visual way. In this kind of simplistic type of question, to make this bracket equal to nothing, what would x be? So plus 3x something gives you 0. What would it be?
0.
Minus 3. Because minus 3 and 3 is nothing. Okay? So if you want to make this bracket equal to nothing, what would x be? X would be equal to?
Minus 8.
The opposite of that.
Yes.
That's the quick visual way of doing it. Okay, now, I'm going to go through the algebraic way now as well. So again, if you got two